The woman just picked up a plastic barrel from the ground and instantly came up with a way to survive. They could create a lifeboat to float up. However, just as everyone was frantically collecting plastic barrels, they were suddenly stunned by what they saw. A huge plastic barrel floated over. This instantly gave them hope of survival, so they hurriedly let the woman and children climb in first. However, when it was Jack's turn, he gave up his chance to live for his son and others. He tightly closed the lid from the outside. No matter how much the people inside shouted, he wouldn't open it. He held the lid tightly, cherishing the last bit of warmth with his son. But just then, something terrifying happened. Underground water suddenly broke through the pipes and rushed into the pit. As a large amount of water poured in, Jack could no longer hold on and began sinking. Meanwhile, the survivors inside the barrel were safe, but at that moment, a building suddenly collapsed and fell, landing directly on top of the barrel. The next second, the barrel sank again with the building. Fortunately, as the pressure kept increasing, the barrel miraculously bypassed the building and started rising again. But before they could celebrate, the barrel was stopped by some electric wires. With no other choice, everyone inside began hitting the barrel. Sure enough, the method worked. Finally, after everyone's efforts, the barrel broke free from the wires and continued to rise. But due to the rapid ascent, the barrel was suddenly pierced by a steel pipe. In a critical moment, everyone used all their strength to push the steel pipe, but it was so sturdy that they couldn't move it at all. Just then, they heard a strange sound from above the barrel. It turned out that Jack, who could swim, had caught up from behind. He kept kicking the barrel until he managed to push it free. But at that moment, water began pouring into the hole of the barrel. The people inside were helpless. In a critical moment, a young man punched the hole, unexpectedly blocking it perfectly. At this moment, Jack desperately tried to grab the barrel, but the buoyancy was too strong, and he couldn't catch up. Fortunately, heaven favors good people. In a critical moment, a wire behind the barrel got caught on his foot. The next second, the barrel surged toward the surface at full speed. Eventually, they all safely reached the surface.